Alrighty, we're gonna try this video again, guys. Like I have a halo effect. Let me cut that light off. I'm always having lighting issues. Anyway, guys, it's K. I am in the ATL, Kim out of Atlanta, and in this video I want to talk to you about a common question that I hear a lot of people talk about or ask in my industry. I asked it at one time. I surely did, and I'm embarrassed to say that now, but it's the truth. And so a common question that I often hear people ask is, how do I get, and then you fill in the blank, right? We did this video earlier, and it got cut off. So I have to do it again so that hopefully I can do it and complete it in its entirety, and then, it'll be good to go for YouTube. So if you are watching on YouTube, it began originally as a Facebook Live, so every now and then you might hear me shout out people like Lynn Chisholm and Wanda and Jill and Lauren, okay, because they took the time to join me live, so I at least want to acknowledge them. So just be patient with me while I do that. So guys, the question is, how do I get fill in the blank type of people to join my team? And so oftentimes I hear black people and they will say, how do I get more white people on my team? And then I have white people who will say, hey Kim, how do I get more black people on my team? I know people in my age group that are in their 30s and they say, how do I get the youngins on my team? And I know young people who say, how do I get the older, more seasoned people that I really respect, who don't respect me so much yet, on my team? And so this is not a black or white thing. This is really a everybody thing, because everybody wants another group of people so that they can, at least the smart people, right? They want a super duper diverse team. And guys, I'm going to articulate this in the best way I can, and I'm going to use the story of a gentleman in my first company. He was a very successful NFL player, and he was black. He stayed out in Colorado, and the majority of his team was white. Now, the majority of his team was not white because he stayed out in Colorado. It was just, that's just the way it is. And he made that very clear in a presentation that he did with us all, because he said, often black people ask me, well, hey, how you get so many white people on your team? He said, and do y'all want to know the answer? And everybody was like, yeah. And he said, well, the answer is found in another question. I basically asked them, I don't know, how do you get so many black people on your team? And so everybody was like, oh, we fell for it. And he was like, guys, here's what I want you to take away from this. It's not a black or a white thing. The way you get white people on your team is the same way you get black people on your team. It's not a black or white thing. It's a success thing. Stop focusing on the demographics like you work for the Census Bureau. Stop saying, oh, I want half my team to be black and half my team to be white. Okay, what percentage white are you? You're 100% white. Okay, you fall in this category. All right, check. I got that filled out for my team, because it doesn't work like that. Okay, if you do that, what you're going to wind up with is just a whole bunch of crazy people with all different backgrounds. If you conversely focus on learning the language of success instead of trying to learn how to talk or act like how you think this group of people talks or acts so that you can attract them, if you just scrap all of that, throw it out the window, and learn the language of success, learn business principles, learn wealth concepts, and learn relationship building, if you focus on that instead, then you will just by default hit all of those other areas. Learn the language of success. And then you're going to get successful black people, successful white people, successful men, successful women, successful young people, successful old people. Because if you do it the other way around, trust me, your question is going to get you an answer that, number one, you really don't want. And number two, you probably can't fulfill. If you go to a young person and say, hey, how do I get your generation? How do I target your generation? That young person, depending on who they are, might say something like, well, we're on Snapchat. So now you're on Snapchat trying to be young and sounding dumb, right? Yo, everybody, I got an opportunity that you don't want to miss. Who likes a boss? Nobody, right? Down with bosses. And everybody will be looking at you like, right? And what you're doing, what you're asking for when you ask a question that is based on race is often you're asking for a racist answer. So, going up to somebody and saying, hey, how do I get black people on my team? What do they say? Well, first you got to listen to 5 hip-hop stations for 30 days in a row. You'll be like, well, is that going to get all the black people? No, not all black people listen to hip hop. And probably the people that you want on your team don't listen to a lot of radio at all. So it's less about stereotypical things that are usually associated with a particular group of people, and so much more about a broader macro view of how you want your business, your team, your circle, your associations to basically interact with each other. So focus less on how they look. And I'm not saying that you don't see how people look. It always cracks me up when people say, I don't see color, because I don't know how you can not see color. I see color. I just don't care about it. I really just don't. I grew up around young, poor, rich. Rich, poor, young, old, black, white, men, women. My mom had all types of friends. She had us around all types of people. So it doesn't bother me. What I'm more so if you're a cool white person, you're a cool white person. If you're a not cool white person, you're not cool white person. If you're a cool black person, you're cool with me. If you're not cool with me. So it really is just basically, I base everything on that individual. And when I'm looking at who to attract to my team, I always focus more on the qualities surrounding success, which are intrinsic, versus the qualities surrounding demographics, which are external. Does that make sense? What's going on? Anna Maria says, hola, Kazemde, what's going on? Hey, Rhonda Griffin. Hey, what's going on? Quick shout outs to people. Darren, Julie, Bernie, Reggie, Samuel, Rachel, April, Will, John, and Lauren. Yeah, and we're back at Lauren. Okay, thank y'all so much. Hey, India, I know it is a Saturday. So, guys, that's really what I have for you. Like I said, I get it. I did it myself. But that's really an ignorant way to go about things. And when I say ignorant, I don't mean it in a condescending way. I just mean it in a way that you just really don't know what you don't know. If you focus on the language of success, you will get everybody by default. On my team, I have men, women, young, old, black, white now. And I'm so happy about that, because I remember when I started out, I couldn't get anybody. I couldn't get people that didn't look like me, and I couldn't get people that looked like me either. So now I'm to the point, and it's all about building influence. It's all about offering value to people and letting people see you as valuable, and basically positioning yourself so that people want to work with you. If you do that, again, you're going to hit all of those groups by default. Stop trying so hard to target one group and focus on the macro vision for how you want your business to run. And when you do that, that macro vision is going to drill down into all of those demographics that you want. It's not something that you have to try. I got to try to get them. I got to try to get them. All right, now I got these groups. Now I got to go try to get those. That will drive you crazy. And like I said, you will look like you will make a fool of yourself. And this is especially true for women. Women, I've heard so many women say, like, girl power, and yeah, don't fall into that trick either. I'm telling you right now, women are great. I am a woman, of course, but we are super duper emotional. Get a team full of women if you want to. Okay? All of us, you know how all of us can get when we get together. So it is great to have a balance, another perspective to play off of the all women demographic. And a lot of times women do that because they have been told that no man will follow you. And it's not about a man necessarily following you, but don't think that no man will work with you. I know for a fact that anybody, focus less on the fact that it is a man and just on the fact that it is a person, and give that person something that they don't have. You become the something that they need. You learn some skills, some tips, some tricks. Offer them some value that they can't find anywhere else, and they won't care that you are a woman. You don't have to act like a man or dress like a man or talk like a man, or, scrap all that. Likewise, men, you don't have to become super hypersensitive to get women on your team. If it is the right woman, right, and if it is the right man, they will come to you, and it will be effortlessly. It will be easy peasy breezy. And that makes the whole working relationship so much better that I can't even begin to tell you. So guys, that is what I have for you right now. You do not work for the Census Bureau, so stop trying to pay attention to all these facts and stats and gather all this data so that you can have a diverse team. If you focus more on building a successful team, people that have the same vision as you, people that have the same goals as you, and that people that are really truly devoted to personal development and success, then you're going to get all those groups just naturally, baby. That's just how it works, okay? Not something you have to try yet. It just will happen. All right, so I hope this helped you. If it did, definitely leave me a comment. Let me know. If you are connecting with me on YouTube, then definitely go on over and connect with me on Facebook as well. If you found this video on Facebook, then connect with me on YouTube. You can find me at YouTube on BetterBodyCrew. That's the channel name. And then on YouTube, boy, are you serious? And then on Facebook, I do my most Facebook lives at Kimberly Prosperity. I'll include the links to both in both areas. All right, so that's it, guys. Go out there and build successful teams. Successful teams. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now. Why you come and look at me? You didn't even smile. Bye.
Bye.
It's all late.